Yeah, that's the question that everyone's always asking us. So it's a good one. Good question. Is when I went into the fight, or any fight that I go into, I have preparation, and the biggest thing I have is mind preparation. So you go into a fight, and as long as you do everything in the gym, your mind will be at ease. I think your mind's going to be, you'll take over everything that you've done in the gym. You leave, there's that saying, you leave no stone unturned, which means you do all the work in the gym, and when you get to the fight, there's going to be no worries. You go in there, you have confidence that you've done everything. You know you've done it all. So when it happened, my leg went. So it was a full ACL rupture, which is I don't know. First time it's ever happened to me, where my knee is basically it's going to put me out for at least 9 months now. But when it happened, I just had in my mind, no, I'm here to win this title. No matter what happens, I've already done all the hard work here mentally. I've already trained hard. I've already planned for the win. So I'm pretty big on meditation. I'm big on manifestation, which is seeing it in your mind before you go in there. It's like when you go and do a siva, you practice for the siva, right? You might do a practice for 2 weeks, but for this, I was practicing it in my head for 2 weeks, 2 months. 2 months of practicing, winning this title, getting this over my head, seeing it in my head all the time. So as long as I had that in my mind, there was nothing that was going to stop me. This wasn't going to stop me. So when that happened, it wasn't about me thinking, what do I do? It was just automatic. I'm just here to fight. I'm here to win. I'm here to get that title. I see it already, and when I have that, my hand's going to be raised. So it's all seeing it, preparation up here. That's the biggest thing. As long as you come into the gym, you have a good mindset. I think that's what's going to help you get through. Discipline, mindset. Yeah.
How old are you now?
Good question. I'm 35 now. 34. But yeah, I feel young. I feel very young. So yeah. I look like 24, thank you. I look like 24. I know. Yeah.
So once you recover from your knee, who do you want to fight next?
Yeah, so my next fight, so the good thing is I get to travel back and forth now to the USA and back home to New Zealand, where I'm living, and I'll see all the faces there. And what they're happy with is I'm doing all the right things, rehab, and showing my face, coming to Samoa, doing what I need to do to bring the belt back home, and also see the family here. But I guess the worst case scenario would be an interim fight for the title. That means I sit out, and it's good that I get to sit out and watch the division do their thing, because I'm still going to be the champion. So I'm looking to come back early next year, which is first quarter, January, February, March, maybe between then. So this puts me out for a good 9 months. No, I'm giving it that. I'm saying that, but I feel like I can probably get myself back 6 months. But I'm going to try and do the proper course, which will be about 9 months. So, which means we're going to be holding this title for as long as we can, for at least a year. I love my food. I usually just have, because I train so much, just like you guys would train. We train back in New Zealand, Auckland. We train between 3 to 5 times in the day, every single day, except for Sunday. So Sunday, I know you guys would not train on the Sundays, but we do train on Sundays twice on the Sunday, but every other day is 3 to 5 sessions. So we're looking at between 3 hours to 6 hours in the day we're training, and that's just constant. It's not going to be every day training hard, but you might have a wrestling session, you might have a jiu-jitsu session, the weight session, mind session. So a lot of everything is incorporated in a training session. So that's the kind of training load that we have when we're looking at the professional level. and we have a big stage, just like you guys have here. Very good, close knit. Everyone's good, and I think if you're able to find, if you feel like you want to do this, and I feel like honestly, there's a lot of feel like twist my toe, I'm starting to sweat up more than you guys are. There's we have honestly a lot of potential. We have a lot of potential here in Samoa. We have guys in Tahiti that come, I was just saying to them out here, that we have a lot of guys from Tahiti that come over. Obviously they have the backing from the French and they get to come over, and they stay for months or weeks, and they'll learn where we are in Auckland. They'll do the training there and they'll come back and bring it back home to where they are. So when we see that the kind of talent that they have, we train just think of it. We train so much in the day, and we feel like we're ahead. But then when these guys come over from Tahiti and they come and they throw us around, we're like, these guys are, we have all the facilities, we have everything that we have. But when these guys come with the raw power and they do what they do with us, it just gives us so much more insight that us Pacific Islanders can do so much if you just put that work in. And if we're able to get that here in Samoa, the same thing, and bring it, whether we have one of you guys or a couple of you guys come over to Auckland and do the same thing, that'd be awesome because we can see the talent.
So what did it feel like when you won the title?
Yeah, good. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I'm just going back because I think I knew, like, for me, winning the title was like the biggest thing, the highest thing of when you're in a sport like this that's growing so much very quickly. So when I won that title, it was everything that was kind of going through my mind, very overwhelming. And when I spoke to one of my coaches, and I knew it too, I knew that it wouldn't really sink in until weeks later, where everything was so overwhelming. There was so much media. Everyone, wanted some piece of this. So I couldn't really have time to myself. And again, I go back to the mind, and the mind is the biggest thing. So I go back to when I had the final moments to myself. I finally had a couple of days to sit down back up in Auckland where I live, and sit down in my area where the office where I usually do my meditation. I usually do my planning and watching of the fights and stuff. This is my home. When I sat down there finally, then I just tear up, just have little cries throughout the whole day. People will say something and I'll just cry and just have little tears in my eyes, like wow, just happy tears. And it was all the hard work, and it wasn't just weeks of training, it wasn't all weeks of hard work, it was years of preparation. So when I won that title, it was great, but it was more when you come back home and you get to have time to yourself, go over the years of preparation, the years of people helping you get to where you are, the years of everyone giving a piece of information, piece of advice, all those years that you go back and then you get tears, little tears throughout the day, throughout the couple of days that it happened for me, and that's when things started to sink in for me. So it's not that one moment. It'll start to happen over the course of the time. Yeah. So a great feeling, but I think it's when you go back. When you go back, you rewind time. Yeah. Cheeseburgers, that's my favorite. Cheeseburgers.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have two questions. The first one is, have you ever failed, or have you ever had training sessions where you just said,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this, or it's too hard? And then what did you do to get yourself back up?
Yeah. Very good. I've always failed. I think every single day I've failed is you have that there's a bit of self-doubt. That you get. There's always going to be the ups and downs. You might have more downs than you have the ups, and I think that's life, right? And failure in life is a course of life. I feel like that's going to always happen. And when it comes to, so I'll take you back to my debut in the UFC. So right, as I made the UFC. Was happy. This is the, you know, everyone wants to get to the UFC when you're a fighter. It's like, I want to be in the, or you know, if it's boxing, you want to be a boxer. But if it's mixed martial arts, it's UFC. That's the one. So when I made the debut, got the debut, all the excitement, everything. You know, I thought, this is where I belong. I'm the man. I thought I was, you know, I was like, yeah, okay, this is it. I'll go in there and I'll do my thing. I'll get the win. And unfortunately, we didn't get the win. We got dropped, and then the fight was that was it. And they called the fight, and I was like, wow, that was a fail. So wow, all that training, all that preparation, everything put into, you know, I thought I was mentally prepared, but it's those moments that when you get put down, that I went back home, and this was during COVID too, during those times, and it was tough. It was a tough time at that, you know, but it gave me a bit of self-reflection time to go back home and think about what had happened, what I did wrong. It was the smallest thing that I did wrong. It was the smallest thing, and it's those things where the time when you build up, and then you stop. It was the smallest thing that I did, and that's the thing in the fight game art is you learn from those mistakes, you learn from those failures. The most you learn is from those failures. And since that time that I lost that fight, it was just win, and then we got to this title. So when I come back to the failure part of it, it all came down to the mental state that I had. I was at that time, I was going for a journey of just love, self-love, and everything, and doing all, you know, just giving. But what I needed there was to have the backing of myself to go into a fight and know, to understand that I'm there to fight, to understand that I'm there I'm on a mission. So I took every step and every mission that I had was literally a mission. It was a mission for me to every single fight was a mission. So I took that as a mission for me to take the title. And what was the other one, sorry?
So, and the second one is, how do you stay disciplined, especially because a lot of these guys are young, and there's a lot with the generation now. How do you stay disciplined? Is it your surroundings? Is it your goal? Like, what keeps you?
Yep. Nice. Yeah, that's another good question. Especially as to stay disciplined as for me, as I would surround myself with the right people. You know, if my mission was to win a fight or get to this title, which was the ultimate mission of where we were, it was to go to the gym. Go to the gym, just be at the gym all the time. Go to the gym, home, do my stuff, family, gym. And just get the inspiration, because when you come into the gym, you get inspired. I swear, it's like you go to the local and you feel good on the Sundays, right? It's the same thing when you go to the gym. You come to the gym, you leave there, you feel, wow, that was great. So I'll go and I'll just get that constant that feeling of, wow, I just feel good. So it's that discipline. That's the discipline you get, and is coming into the gym and doing some work, going back home, be a family, do the stuff, and then come back and do some other work too. So some of the senior boys. Yeah.
How do you feel being the first one to win the title in Ireland?
Yeah, in the UFC title, yeah, it's very humble, honestly, just very humbled, very blessed that I'm able to do that. I'm blessed that I'm able to do that. I'm a spiritual man, so I always give back to my God, and to be able to come back and bring this and show it in front of you guys is a blessing. So it's to be able to inspire guys like yourselves, because you can, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Honestly, it's just a matter of getting in there and doing it, So very privileged, very happy. All right, well, good. You guys keep it up, man. It's honestly nice. I know you guys have the Grady. You guys, a few guys, yeah.
What does UFC stand for?
Yeah. I just don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a good question. Yeah, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Yeah, UFC. Yeah, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Yeah. Actually, so my first fights in the MMA, MMA cage, was playing the game, and I was playing with my brother Jason, and I remember being like, oh, we're gonna try this, we're gonna try this, and I went into the fight. I didn't try anything. Everything goes out the window. Yeah. The tattoos? Yeah, nice, good question. Yeah. So this one here is this is the jaguar, and inside the jaguar is a dragon. So, and it stands for the me being the jaguar, but inside you got to have the fire. Inside you got to find the fire within yourself, and that's when the dragon comes out. So that's what this one stands for here. So this one here is more like an Egyptian style, truth, balance, and order. So this one is the representative of that. But yeah, this one is sort of just my main one here. This one here is one I got from the Rarotonga when I went to Rarotonga, and then I'm looking for another one here. If anyone knows any guys in tattoos here in Samoa before I go home, my son also wants to get one too. So so we're looking forward to it. It always hurts. Yeah, it always hurts. It always hurts. So you go in and you get the tattoo and you're like, oh, why did I get it done? Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you look to achieve more since you got the title?
Yep.
Like
Very good question.
What do you look to achieve more?
Of course, yeah. So for me is I'm always looking to climb a mountain, right? And I see this visually is I climb a mountain, I get to the top, I got this, and then I sit there for a little bit. I don't stay there too long. And then I look for the next mountain. I look for the next highest thing, the next higher mountain. And then I find that and I look for the next one. So when I'm looking, so I get this title, I come back and I want to continue to hold this title for as long as I can. But then I also want to work, right now my vision is trying to find business side of things now. Because you've got this was my pure focus for 5 years, was just gym, home, and thinking about this all the time. Now I've got this, hold this, do what I need to do, but then also think about the other side, investments and business and inspiration, and inspiring the new generation too. So that's it.
Are you looking to do something here? To start up something here?
100%. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah, I think that's it.
Do you want to move to the next division, like the heavyweight?
Yes, yeah, next division. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, I always wanted to go 3 divisions, just like Pereira's doing, but it's hard to go down. It's hard to go back down because of the weight stuff. But I want to go to heavyweight, so hold this maybe 2 times and then go up and fussel Pereira. And that's the goal. Yeah. I know. I love it. Thank you guys for the questions. Appreciate it. I hope I've given you. Yeah.
Who are you voting for the White House one?
For the White House one, if Pereira gets the fight, I think if Pereira gets the fight, it'll be good for me too because when I go up, that'll be the ultimate fight.
Yeah.
So I think if he gets the fight, it'll be good. Yeah. But Ilya is one of my favorite fighters too. Fine. Another question. Yeah. Another thing is find like someone if fighting is a thing you want to do that. Watch someone that you feel is and just watch and study and just keep watching, just keep studying. I call it. So when people like, hey, my friends, they message, hey, you want to come out? I want to do this. I go, oh, sorry, I got to study. And they're like, oh, you studying something? I was like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm just studying fighting. But they think I'm studying something else. But I'm just saying, I study fighting. So I just say, study. Now, for people in your mind, if you just put it in your mind, I study. It's a big word that makes it. But in your mind, it's just like, you know. So yeah. Yeah. Lucas.
So back then when we were in amateur, so who was your fighter you always look up to?
When I started off was John Bones Jones, because he was a very similar looks, very similar style to me. Do that too. Find someone you find is similar to your style, and you can adapt.
Would you want to fight John Jones?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's because for sure. I think when I started off is when I seen someone that I could who was the best. I always was like, I want to fight him. So now it's Pereira. I was always like, I want to fight him, but I respect them very so much that I want to fight them. It's just like it's just like when you have your best cousin, you always want to fight them, mate. You know? Yeah.
What's your training split throughout the week?
My training, so so we will have between three to five sessions in the day. So yeah, it's massive. So throughout the day we've got 3 to 5 sessions, and it's not always going to be hard sessions. I might have resting session in the morning, but a low intensity session, then a high session, maybe low again, then a low one, then high again. So we're looking at not trying to. We have to also look at what we eat as well in terms of when we're eating, because my metabolism is quite high. That I have to always keep fueling the engine, right? Keep fueling the engine. Go back, do that, come back, home, study, sleep, 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 and try to stay away from all the noise that's going to hold you back. Just keep your mission. Your mission is here, and once you have that in your mind, you'll be fine. I think anyone can do it, especially you guys here. Yeah.
When you fight, can you fight with bare hands and gloves?
We fight with gloves, but does anyone have any they're very small. They're very small gloves. I didn't bring any with me on this journey here, but they're very small gloves, so you can definitely feel it. They're similar to those ones. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a signature move?
It's the left hook. Yeah, the left hook. I think that's the nicest one. I think it opens for a lot of people. It's something that is underutilized, is the left hook, and I think I use it very well. But because I'm a left-handed, but I stand orthodox, so this is my dominant hand. I think if you're also right-handed and you stand southpaw, you're gonna have the same thing. So if you're left-handed and you actually stand orthodox, you could utilize that left hand. That's what I've noticed as some other guys as well, is when they're right-handed, and if they stand southpaw this side, then this is going to be good. If they're left-handed and they stand orthodox, this is also going to be pretty good. It's just like being able to just use that pretty good. Yeah. Use the left hand. Use the hook. It's key. Yeah, the hook is amazing. Yeah. But don't tell anyone else. Yeah? Just keep it between us. Otherwise, they're gonna use it on me. Okay, love it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.